You're live. I try not to block the Milford sign. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this wonderful fall morning. I'm Amanda, the program director here at the Senior Center in beautiful Milford, Connecticut. And this morning, we're going to be doing yoga with Dee. A couple house rules reminders. Please make sure if you're not sure what type of exercise you should do to consult with your physician. Please stay hydrated, wear clothes that you can move in comfortably, and also make sure that the space you're doing your yoga in this morning is free from any obstacles that you could bump into or trip over. And have a wonderful yoga class.
Take it away, Dee. Thank you, Amanda. Good morning, everyone. You know, most of us realize that we can go about 3 weeks without eating, possibly 3 days without water, but only 3 minutes without breathing. And so what does that tell us? It tells us that our breath is our life. In yoga, the word for breath is prana, or life force. And so today we're going to start with a little technique called Anulam Viloma, which is alternate nostril breathing. And just as it sounds, we're breathing alternately from one side to the other side. Very good way to calm the mind and begin your yoga class. So let's come to sit tall, comfortably. Be sure that your shoulders remain over your hips. Your ears are over your shoulders. Let's just rest the palms of our hands on our knees. You can close your eyes or soften your breath. And recognize your breath this morning. Just begin to listen or feel the rhythm of your breath. And when the body becomes still, the breath and the mind become calm. So breathing can regulate your emotions. When we are agitated, the breath is shallow. But as you become calm and relaxed, the breath becomes deep and slow and even. So once you feel the breath even, we're going to bend the right elbow, and you can use the thumb and the index finger, or the thumb and the ring finger to close off the nostril. Bend your elbow, lift your arm. Before you close off the nostril, take a breath in and a breath out. And repeat that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now with the thumb, we're going to close off our right nostril. Left nostril is open. Inhale slowly into the left nostril. Take the breath all the way down, deep into the lungs. Don't strain. The index or ring finger, close off the left nostril. Open the right and exhale. Slowly. Control the exhalation. Control the inhalation. And inhale into the right nostril. Close. Open left. Exhale. Repeat. Breathe into the left. Close. Open the right. Exhale. Inhale right. Slowly. Close. Open left. Exhale. Inhale left. Take your time. Close. Now we'll hold if possible, leaving alone for another second or two. Open the right. Inhale right. Closing, holding for 2 or 3 seconds. the left, exhale. Let's do one more round. Breathe into the left, holding it. All right. Breathe into the right. The same. Open left, exhale. Lower the hand onto the knee. Breathe into both nostrils. Slowly, exhale. Exhale through both. And again. And as you exhale, lower your chin to your chest. Open your eyes and lift your gaze. Easy. Notice how the body, the mind are still in calm along with the breath. And so let's drop ear to shoulder. It's a little tight or stiff in your neck area. Jaws relax, facial muscles relax. I'm going to slide the right hand off of the thigh. And let that right arm hang heavy. Feel a little increase in the neck area. Stretch. Continue that slow, even breathing. Release the hand to the knee and bring the head back into alignment. Here, one side to the other. So the other side. Drop your ear to your shoulder. Keep the head or the face moving forward. Slide the hand off the thigh. Heavy in the shoulder and the arm. Turn the hand to the thigh. Bring the head back to center. Okay. Now, if you are working on your mat, I want you to stretch out and I want you to lie down flat on the floor. Lie down. Keep the knees bent with the feet on the floor. I'm going to slide slightly forward at the little bit on the chair. And now everyone's going to lift your chest. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and release that leg down. Let's do the same thing on the other leg. Breathing in, lift the leg. Place your hands on the shin. Hold it. And release and lower down. Let's go to the first side. Take that leg up again. This time we're going to drop the leg out to the side. Opening the hip. How are your hips feeling? Bring the leg back. Plug it in. And lower down. Take alternate leg, lift. Drop it out to the side. Bring it back, hug it in, and lower down. Lift the right leg once more. Again, drop it out to the side. Now this time, begin to circle the hip. Work your range of motion. Work comfortably. Don't be in a hurry. Change direction. Take the leg back, hug it into your chest, take a deep breath in, and exhale and lower the leg down. Let's do the same thing with the opposite. Take it in again, inhale, hug it in, drop it out. Begin to roll the hip, not just the lower leg, but the entire hip, the entire leg. Reverse it. Take it back to center. Inhale, deep breath in, hug that leg in. And on the exhalation, release and lower down. Go back to the first leg. This time, interlace your hands in the back of the thigh. Flex the foot and push through the heel as you extend the leg out. Spread your toes. Begin to roll the ankle. Reverse. Point the toe, flex the foot, point and flex, point and flex, flex. Now hold the flexion in the ankle, the foot. Slide the hands up to the calf if possible. Lift the leg a little higher. Push strongly through that heel, toes are spread. Bend the knee and release that leg. Opposite leg, remember, interlace at the back of the thigh this time. And begin to slowly straighten out the leg. Spread your toes. Roll the ankle. Reverse the circle direction. And then flex and point. Flex and point. That ankle moving. Keep the flexion. If possible, slide your hands up to the calf area. If you're on the mat, maybe you can slide them to the ankle area. Draw that leg up. Push strongly through that heel. Don't hold your breath. Even slow breathing. Bend the knee and lower the leg down. Very nice. Now, if you are on the mat, I want you to roll onto your side and come up to sit. Sit Sukhasana, cross-legged position. In the chair, we remain with the feet parallel. And I'm going to just relax and extend the arm over the head. Lengthening through that side body, lifting up through the rib cage, not overextending, spreading the fingers. And then I'm going to look up at that hand, reaching upward. Nice lengthening. And relax and lower that arm down. Opposite arm is going to raise up. Again, feel the opening in the rib cage. Look up with your hand. Breathe in. And release and lower down. Let's take both arms up. Remember, fingers are spread. Spread the palms of the hands. Shoulders are down. Lift up. Reach. Deep breath in. And relax and lower the arms down. Shake out the wrists. We're going to bring the palms together, interlace the fingers. Now I want you to consciously change that interlace. We're going to spread the elbows, spread the palms, press the palms away, and take the arms slowly over your head. Try and press the little finger side of the hands down to the floor and the thumb side up to the ceiling. You're flattening out your palms. I'm going to look up at the hands and then lean to one side and really anchor my sit bones, stretch through my body, press strongly through the palms of the hands. Take a long deep breath in. And exhale, come back to center. Soften the elbows a little bit. Take a breath in, inhale, straighten the elbows, lengthen through the spine. Come to the opposite side. Take your gaze up, press, reach, breathe, and release. Throw the arms back a little bit, just to get a little arch in the upper back area. Look up, release the hands, and float those down to your side. Let's take the arms out to side, T position, I call this, shoulder height. And we're going to take a simple twist. I'm going to turn, bring the opposite hand, reaching to the back of the chair. If you are on the mat, cross the fingertips or the hand behind your right hip. Get length through your torso. Sink down through your base and lift up through your spine. Take a full deep breath in, and then slowly begin to rotate your torso. Remember, we start from the navel, work up. Last movement is the head, and don't strain your neck or your shoulders as you turn into it. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, arms out to T, deep breath in. Let's reverse, go to the other side. Keep that length in your torso. Lift up, deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Feel that rotation, that twist. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release. Arms out to T. Relax the arms to your sides. We're going to come up to stand or come to kneeling, all fours if you're working on the mat. If you are working with your chair, you're going to stand up. You're going to take your chair around so that the seat of the chair is facing you. All four legs of the chair, remember, remain on the mat. And feet are underneath the shoulders or underneath the hips. Or if you're kneeling, make sure that your knees are underneath. Spread your fingers, plant your hands on the mat. And we're just going to move the hips over to the left. Notice I'm bending my knees, and I'm going to look over my right shoulder. We're just going to change, come back to center as the hips go to the right. This time, the head and shoulders go to the left. We're going to repeat that again. Hips to the left, gaze to the right. Those hips a little bit. Back to center, hips over to the right, look to the left, and back to center. Now, I'm going to bring my right knee in towards my belly, gazing at that knee, and then I'm going to extend the leg behind me. So I'm getting length from the heel all the way to the crown of the head. The leg does not have to go above the shoulders or above the hip. And then I'm going to just gently lower the leg so the top of the foot is resting gently on the mat. Notice I've got a little bend in the opposite heel. Now I'm going to sweep that leg around to the right, plant the foot firmly on the mat, right? That leg's nice and straight. And I'm going to lengthen from my tailbone to the crown of the head. No, don't round it up. Don't push the hips back. Keep that long length. Gaze over that shoulder for a nice little twist. A wonderful stretch on the inside of that leg. Now I'm going to roll to the inside of the foot. Notice that I roll to the big toe side of the foot. And then I'm just going to glide the leg along the floor behind me, sweeping it over to the opposite side. This time, the top of the foot is resting on the mat instead of the sole of the foot. And then I'm going to lengthen through my torso and look over my left shoulder, gazing at that leg. I'm going to slide the leg behind me. I'm going to lift it back up into the air. Notice the foot is flexed, not pointed. Bend the knee, bring it into your belly. Excellent. And so let's take the opposite leg up into the air. Nice long length through your torso. Deep breath in. Keep those elbows nice and straight. And then relaxing the leg gently. Toes on the mat. This time it's going to come out to the side. Remember, always bending and stabilizing leg. I'm going to roll to the toe side of the foot so that leg is nice and straight. And I feel a wonderful stretch from that inner ankle all the way up into the hip. Remember, I'm rolling to the inside of the foot. Slide it behind me. Come all the way to the opposite side. So now, top of the foot is on the mat. I'm gazing over that shoulder. Great twist. I'm taking the leg behind me. I'm lifting the leg up into the air, flexing the foot, pushing the heel to the wall behind me, gazing to the wall in front of me, flexing that knee and bringing it into the belly, and lowering the knee to the mat. Nice work. Now, we're just going to open the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Ease your knees, relax your elbows, and you're going to sway side to side. Get some movement in the shoulders and the hips. And then you're going to circle the upper body around the lower body. Have some fun with it. Move the hips, move the shoulders, torso, move the head. Take a moment to adjust and change direction of those circles. Come back to center and gently turn around. You're going to come into child's pose. Sit at the front edge of your chair. Remember, crossing the elbows, head above your heart, stacking forearms, chest closer to the forearms, head down, or reaching underneath your thighs, bringing your rib cage onto your thighs, releasing the head and neck. Slowly come up. Now, if you're on the mat, I want you to lie down on your back once more. So come to lie down on your back. Stay seated in the chair. I'm going to do a little vinyasa, linking a few poses together. So I'm just going to change the chair so that it's facing you. Lie with your knees bent and your feet on the mat. I'm going to take a breath in, bring the arms over the shoulders. Big breath in. We're going to lower the arms. Now, if you're on the mat, you're going to come up into bridge pose. And then you're going to lower the arms. I'm going to bring the right knee into my chest. If you're on the mat, you're bringing both knees into your chest. Nice squeeze. Inhale, arms over your shoulders, straighten that leg. If you're on the mat, the leg is perpendicular to the floor. And then release and lower the foot and lower the arm. Again, inhale, come up, get that arch in your body, lift into bridge pose if you're on the mat. Take the legs down, take the arms down, hug both knees if you're working on the floor or opposite knee if you're in the chair. Reach up, straighten that leg, inhale, and exhale, release. Let's repeat. Inhale, moving bridge. Exhale, hugging knees or knee. Inhale, straightening leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, arch your spine. Lift into moving bridge. Exhale, lower down. Hug the knees or knee. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. I'll do one round on the mat. Inhale, come up into moving bridge. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One more. Remember, if you're in the chair, you're alternating legs. Moving bridge. Hugging knees. Opening up. And release. Nice. Relax. Let your head drift from shoulder to shoulder. We're going to come onto our side so we can come up to sit. Or using your chair, all fours if you're on the mat for downward facing dog. Start in table position. My fingers are spread. I'm gripping the mat with my fingertips. I'm checking that my knees are underneath my hips. And then I move my hips towards my heels. I'm externally opening my shoulders and my chest. Toes curl under. Slowly unwind. Slowly lift those hips. You do not have to straighten your legs. You press your chest towards your thighs. You lift your hips to the side. You drop your head. Alternate, straightening one knee and then the other. Let's stretch and open the backs of both legs. If you decide that you're working with your chair, remember all four legs must stay on the mat. Arms distance away from that chair. Chest towards the thigh, head relaxed. And then slowly walk the dog. Let's come into a little lion pose with this particular downward facing dog. Remember, lion pose, eyes are wide, mouth wide, stick out your tongue as far as you can. So take a deep breath in and exhale the breath. Once more. Basically, what it looks like is inhale, eyes wide, mouth wide. And release. Great to circulate. So now work your way up to standing position. And come to your posture pose, mountain pose. Remember, feet together if that's comfortable for your knees, and separate a little space from the heels. Mounds with big toes touch, or feet pure. Works for you. I'm just going to alternate bending one knee, rolling up onto the toes to stretch the arches this morning. Let's shrug the shoulders to the ears, drop them down, shut them up, and drop them down. I'm going to take my feet to the outer edge of the mat, nice wide stance with the legs. Sweep the arms around, take them over the head, palms together, interlace, remember reverse, press up. Now I'm going to ease my knees, soften my body a little bit. I'm going to look up and I'm going to draw some circles on the ceiling, but I'm feeling that rotation happening in my rib cage, not just the arms and shoulders. Feel that rotation happening in the rib cage. And then take a moment to adjust and reverse the circle direction. The center, hold up that sky, deep breath in, lengthen, spread those toes, squeeze your inner thighs together, release the arms, and float them down. That wide stance, but place the hands on your hips. Hands around the hips, and move, swaying from side to side. Just push your hips side to side. And then begin to roll the hips. Remember softness in the knees. And then change direction. Come back to center. Come back to your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Spread those toes, plant your feet. Lift the kneecaps. Lengthen up through the spine. Outer edges of the shoulders draw back, thumbs slightly forward. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. Very nice. I'm just going to take this chair and move it off the mat. And so I'm going to bend both knees, and I'm slide left leg, your right, out to the side, and I'm just resting on the mound of the pads of the toes. And then I'm going to slowly turn my torso so I'm facing that leg. Arms are going to come behind me, and I'm going to bow over that leg. So you might just come a little way. You might continue down, depending on how much of a stretch that you'd like this morning and what feels comfortable for you. The heel is slightly lifted. And I'm going to release the arms and slowly come back up. Step the feet together. I'm going to slide right leg out to the side. Remember, knees are bent. Turn the torso to face. Lift through the torso and come over the legs. Now this time, if you wish, you can bring the palms together. You can interlace the fingers. And you can straighten the elbows to get a little more squeeze in the up shoulder area, the mid back, or palms can be separated as you come over that leg. Feel slightly elevated. And slowly inhale the arms out to T position. Bend the elbows, bring the fingertips together. Now I'm going to step to the side, opening the legs and opening the arms. Nice wide-legged stance. I'm going to transition into my warrior two pose, and I'm going in this direction. So I want to open that hip. There we go, 90 degrees. Then a little flexion. I can see the top of my foot. But I'm going to rotate the arms and the shoulders so the palms are facing up. That opens the chest a little more and gets another stretch through the arms, a little different stretch. And then I gaze strongly down the length of that front arm, gazing out to infinity. Checking in with my breathing, that slow, even breath. Then I'm going to slowly lift that front arm. Remember, palm lifts up. A little bit of a back bending. Don't sink down into your low back area. Keep lifting. Want a little extra stretch. The back arm's going to come up. I'm going to hold on to that forearm. And I'm going to draw back a little bit more. Deeper. Lunge a little deeper. Remember your breathing. And release. Toes forward. I'm going to go to the opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale. Open up. Turn this leg out. Foot in. Ease the front leg. Remember, don't collapse to the inside. Let that inner thigh roll open. Roll the shoulders back and down. Palms up. Gaze strongly down the length of your front arm. Warrior two. Coming into the reverse. Comes up. Now this might be perfect for you. You can take the hand to your back leg to support you. But if you want a little deeper, reach up with that back arm. Hold on to the forearm or the wrist. Using the back bend. Even breathing. And breathe. Toes forward, hands to hips. Elbows back, chest lifted. Wide-legged forward bend. We're only going to go to 90 degrees, however. Or maybe not even 90 degrees this morning. Maybe this is perfect for you. But if you want to come a little lower so that your shoulders are in alignment with your hips, I invite you to do that. It feels good. Hands can stay on your hips. You can even place them on the front of your thighs if you wish to get length from your torso. You can straighten your elbows and feel the side rib cage lengthening and the crown of the head coming away from the tailbone. Draw my chin slightly in, look directly to the floor. Take some long, deep breaths. Even if you have any problems with your low back area, this is a safe forward bend for you. I'm going to take some long, slow breaths. Feeling the stability in my body. I'm going to bend my knees and roll up to stand. Let's heel and toe our feet together. Come back to Tadasana. Always come back to home. Let's take a breath in, circle the arms around the body, raising upward, and exhale, soft. So we're going to come into a warrior one, and then continue on from that. I'm going to invite you to take your chair and bring it forward. We're going to transition into a wonderful twist if your body's up to this particular twist. And so I'm starting in Tadasana. And I'm going to bring the arms over the shoulders. And I'm going to step back with the inside leg. Front knee bends. I'm going to relax the arms and relax the shoulders. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake everything out. Find your stability. And slowly float the arms up. Float the arms up. Reaching up. Opening to the sun. Opening to the sky. I'm going to straighten both legs. The leg that's forward, that hand's going to come onto my hip. So the leg that's behind me, that arm's going to extend over my head because I'm going to start to come into a twist. If you have any problems with your discs or any problems with your low back, you're not going to go into the revolve twist. You're going to just reach forward and plant your hand firmly on the mat or the chair. You can use a block at home if you have. Now, stay here again. If you have a problem with your hips, make sure the forward hip isn't behind the front hip. If you have little headlights, get those hips even. If you are okay to revolve, press strongly into the front arm that's on the chair or on the mat. Begin to slowly lengthen your torso. You're going to roll through the waist, through the ribs, through the chest, through the shoulders. Hand can be on your low back. Remember your breathing. Slowly release. Ease your knees. Step your feet together. Shake out. And slowly rise up. Great. Let's bring the arms over the shoulders. Remember, warrior one, reach up. Left leg steps behind us. Front knee softens. Arms and shoulders relax. Shake it out. No tension. Don't tense your body. Then slowly begin to build. Both the arms up. That softness. Reach up. Warrior one. Straighten both legs. Intensive side stretch first. And so again, the leg that's forward, that hand's going to drift to my hip. The leg that's behind me, that arm's going to stay extended. I'm going to push off the back leg as I reach forward. Remember, there's headlights. Hips should be even, not rotated, even. I'm strongly pushing off the back leg and I'm extending forward. This is safe, even if you have a low back problem. Plant that hand firmly. Stay here if you need to. Don't revolve. If you are okay to revolve, remember, move this hip back so that you can create space through your torso. Revolve through the waist, through the ribs, through the shoulder, through the head and the neck. Hand can be on your low back. I'm squeezing my inner thighs together. I'm lengthening the torso. You can always extend the arm over your head if you wish, or keep the arm on your low back. Revolve triangle. Relax your knees. Slowly release. Come forward. Shake out. Bring your arms around and over your head. Deep breath in. And exhale. Lower your arms to your side. Great. Now, we're going to come into Uttanasana, which is just forward bending. And so I'm just going to start by bringing the arms forward, taking them over my head, maybe a little bit of a back bend through the upper back. I'm going to ease the knees, bend forward, just like a little waterfall coming down. You can plant your hands on the chair. If you are going deeper, you can plant your hands on your shins, on your ankles, or fingertips to the floor, and then release your head. Flat back extension. Hands on the shins or the chair. Straighten your elbows, lift your chest away from your thighs, look forward. Take a breath in, and then exhale, relax, and bow forward again. Use your knees, look down to the floor, arms out to the side like wings. Press into those strong legs as you rise up. Arms come around and over your head. Arms float out to the side and lower down. Very nice. So we're going to repeat that. Uttanasana. Press the arms over your head. Remember that waterfall. Use the knees, flow forward. Relax, chin to the chest. Now, nod your head, yes. Nod your head, no. Flat back extension. Lift your chest away from your thighs. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale. Slow back down. Look to the mat. Arms out to the side like wings. Straighten your legs as you keep them down. Spine straight. Then bring the arms over your head. Deep breath in. And exhale. Arms to your side. Now, once more. Arms come up. Ease down like that waterfall. Now, if you're going to the mat, I want you to kneel on one leg and then the other and come to child's pose. If you are working in the chair, I want you to slowly walk into the chair, stand up, and take the chair behind you, or rather in front of you. There we go. If you are in child's pose, you're going to come to all fours, walk your knees back, lift the lower legs, cross your ankles, bend your elbows, come onto your tummies, and release the lower legs to the mat. Now, you're going to extend left arm over your head, opposite arm, forearm is on the mat. You're going to lift opposite leg and arm. And I'm not looking for height, I'm looking for length. Relax with control, lower down. Repeat. Release. Changing arms and legs. If you're working standing, shoulders must remain over hips. You can't bring opposite arm and leg up. It's opposite arm and leg, so it's not so much of a lift, but length. Remember, shoulders stay over hips. Release. Change. Opposite arm and leg, don't lean forward. And relax. Take a breath, a calming breath. Stay on your belly if you're on the floor. Now, we're going to reach back, bend one knee this time. Reach down, same arm, same leg, find your foot. Same thing if you're on the floor. Draw that heel into your butt. On the mat, remember opposite arm and leg, okay? And we've got the leg. Using the chair, hold on. Shoulders stay over hips. And release. Switch legs. Bend the knee, hold the foot. Shoulders stay over hips. And release. Come back into child's pose. If you're on the mat, push hands under the shoulders, push the fours, come to child's pose. Looking in our chair. 1, 2, 3. Chair slowly sit up. On the mat, slowly transition from child's pose to lift into all fours, sitting to the side, and coming into back to lie down on your back. Now, hug the knees to your chest if you're on the floor. Hug knees to your chest, Apanasana, rock from side to side. If you're on the chair, we bring the chest to the knees, and we rock side to side. Apanasana. The chair, slowly sit back up. Keep your feet on the mat. On the mat, slowly lower your feet to the floor. Keep your knees bent. Now we're going to extend the arms forward. So if you are lying down, arms would be over your head. Guys, seated, arms are parallel. We're going to bend the elbows and hold on to the inner elbows. Clasp those inner elbows, but don't drop the arms. Keep the chest level. Now, we're going to glide the arms to one side and the knees to the other side. And then the head is going to slowly turn in the direction of the arms. Come back to center. Arms glide to the opposite side, knees side, and then head follows the arms. Relax and hold. Good. On the floor, simply look like this. Center. And for the first side. And then the other side. Apanasana. Come back to the thighs. Cross your ankles. Roll side to side. Knees to chest. If you're seated on the chair, Apanasana, chest to thighs, rocking side to side. Hands can stay on the knees if you wish. Relax your head. Slowly release. Sit in the chair, slide the lower back to the back edge of the chair. Time for relaxation. Stretch out on the mats. You can straighten up your legs on the mat, or you can keep your knees bent. Remember, you don't sleep with your glasses, so if you do have glasses on, take your glasses off for Shavasana. Take them off. Take a moment to comfortably set yourself up. Palms face upward. Hands relaxed. Eyes gently closed. Relax your facial muscles. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open the rib cage and chest. Soften the belly. Relax the hips and buttocks. Relax the thighs. The lower legs. Come back to your breathing. Just imagine that you are placing your hands once more to close off the right nostril. So psychically, breathe into the left, slow inhalation into that left nostril. Closing the left and exhaling the left. Breathe into the right nostril. Close the left. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale left. Inhale right. Allow your body and mind to connect. Effortless. Relax and go. So take as much time as you want in Shabbat. In a hurry to come out. Combine all the benefits of today's asana practice. Absorbing it in your body and through your mind. Together. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste. And remember, he who angers you controls you. Have a beautiful day and hope to see you next time.